Yo, what's going on, True Fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's Whiteshadow, and today, guys, we're going to be going over my top 5 favorite condenser microphones this time. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so jumping right into it, the first one on the list, and granted, these are in no particular order, these are just the top 5 of my favorite ones. This is the Bluebird SL. This is an XLR condenser style microphone. It's got a frequency response of 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, and it's a fantastic microphone. These are amazing mics. I love Blue. I love the company. They make really good XLR microphones, and their sound is fantastic. It comes with a high-pass filter as well as a negative 20 decibel pad, so it does have a little bit more tuning options, which is the reason why it's on this list. It also has a cardioid polar pattern, so it does block out a little bit of the background noise, which is why I recommend it for streaming. These run right about $300, and you can buy them directly from Blue, Sweetwater, Reverb, any of the outlets out there. And as you guys know, Blue has a legendary sound. They really tune their microphones for streaming and broadcasting and things of that sort. I mean, they made the Yeti. You guys know what the Yeti is. It's one of the best microphones on the market for streaming and content creation. I'm personally not a fan, but I am a fan of their XLR mics. I actually use one on the channel. I use the Blue Encore 200. So I'm a huge fan of their condenser mics, and we have actually another one that we're going to be looking at here in just a second. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is arguably my favorite condenser mic on the market, and that is the Rode NT1A. This is the microphone that TRUgaming uses in their studio. You guys have heard Greencord talk on this microphone plenty of times. You've probably heard me talk on it. We use these at the conventions when we go, and they're fantastic. They are very low noise, very high quality materials. They're made out of aluminum, and their diaphragm that they use, the capsule you speak into, is fantastic. Same frequency response as the Bluebird SL, and in my opinion, this one favors the low end a little bit more than the Bluebird does. This is a fantastic broadcast microphone if you're in a more controlled and studio environment. Very, very good microphone. Has been used for a wide range of stuff. In my opinion, it's one of the better condenser mics on the market. There is a twin to this microphone, the NT1, that ties with this one. They do have a little bit of variances in their high frequencies. This microphone's fantastic, and it comes with a 10-year warranty. So if you're a streamer that's a little bit harder on your gear, Rode's got you covered. You guys should definitely give Rode a look. The next one on this list is another microphone from Blue. This is the Spark SL. This microphone retails for right around $199, and it's a fantastic microphone. It's got a very nice tonality to it, very even, transparent sound to it. I mean, they even say it right here. Transparent sound. This is another one. It comes with a high pass filter and a negative 20 decibel switch right on the front of it, and yet another microphone that's great for streaming. Tons of streamers use this microphone. This is, in my opinion, the best microphone they make outside of the Bluebird, just because of the price. The tonality is very similar to the Bluebird, except this one favors the lower frequencies a little bit more. The Bluebird's more of a more rounded sound. So this one's going to be kind of like the NT1A in terms of the frequency curve of how it picks up your voice. Very, very even tone here, very transparent sound, and it just sounds good. The longevity of these microphones are great. They are very well built. A lot different than the Yeti and the USB microphones that Blue makes, in my opinion. One of the better condenser mics on the market. I feel like a lot of the time Blue often gets overlooked for their XLR mics in the streaming space, simply because their USB mics are so popular, and sometimes the Yeti isn't always well received in the streaming space. Blue makes fantastic microphones. You guys should definitely give them a look sometime. If I were to pick up a condenser mic right now, it would be between the NT1A and the Blue Spark SL. Next up is the AT2035 from Audio-Technica. This is one of the most widely used condenser mics on the entire market. It's got a switchable 80 Hz high pass filter with a 10 decibel pad on it, which means you can tune the audio just like the Blues, and it's a fantastic rugged build. Tim the Tatman's used this, Lyric has used this, arguably one of the most popular mics on the planet. I mean, even Ninja has used this microphone. This, in my opinion, is yet again one of the better condenser mics on the market. This thing gets compared to microphones triple its price all the time. It does have an older brother, and people still buy this one over its older sibling. I think the older one is the 45 or something like that. This microphone is fantastic. If you are in the market for a condenser mic, this one should be on your short list. Actually, fellow community member Eshnid from TRUgaming uses this microphone, and it sounds awesome. So, great microphone. In my opinion, it's better than the AT2020, which did not make this list, simply because the 2035 outshines it. It's got the same frequency response as literally all of the other microphones on this list, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. That is normal for most condensers. This one's no slouch, man. You guys should definitely take a look at Audio-Technica when purchasing your next condenser mic. Last up on the list is a company that a lot of you probably have never heard about unless you are into pro audio. So MXL, the 990 specifically, this guy right here. So for those of you that don't know, MXL is actually owned by Marshall Electronics. They make Mogami. Of course, you guys know Marshall. They make the giant amplifiers and things of that sort. This microphone is fantastic. It's got a FET preamp built in. Same frequency response as the rest of the guys on this list, except this one retails for right around $100. So very compact condenser mic, very smooth sound. This one has a very smooth and silky sound. A lot of people that sing jazz have used this microphone. If you have a deeper radio voice, your voice is going to favor this, the Rode, or the AT2035, in my opinion. Very, very, very solid mid-range tonality on this one, which makes it good for broadcasting, makes it good for streaming, especially for those of us like me that have the deeper voices. I love this microphone. I've actually owned one of these in the past when I was doing podcasts and I was doing radio work in school. So I actually had one of these on hand at all time, and I absolutely love this microphone. I actually miss it dearly. I may try to get my hands on one of these to review on the channel. But it's yet again one of my favorite microphones, one of my favorite condenser microphones, which is why it made this list. The frequency range, the specs of this mic, everything that it comes with a shock mount and a case, whereas the other ones do not. You have to purchase those separately. So it makes it a good starter condenser mic, which is why it is on this list. And yet again, should be on every streamer short list if you have the environment for a condenser mic. So there you have it, guys. That is my top 5 best condenser mics for Twitch streaming. And I picked all of these microphones because I have personally used them in the past. I have actually auditioned a lot of these microphones that we have seen on the channel or that I have talked about. There are plenty more. There's microphones from AKG. There's more microphones from Rode, more from Blue, more from Audio-Technica that didn't make this list. I picked these because, in my opinion, these are the best for streaming. There are other applications that you would use a microphone for that really aren't going to make this list, and that doesn't really translate to streaming. So I wanted to keep the list very streamer centric. I mean, they're no knock to AKG. Those are great microphones, but you need a super, super quiet room to use an AKG or a Lewitt mic. But yeah, guys, this is the list. If you guys have a favorite microphone that you guys like to use, sound off on the comment section below and tell me, or if you own one of these, tell me your experience with it and if you like it or not. But that's about it for the video, guys. Be sure before you leave today to hit the subscribe button and hit like if you guys enjoyed the video, and be sure to follow myself or TRUgaming on any of our social medias. All of those links are in the description below. Be sure to come out and hang out with me on stream sometime. Let's talk tech and play some video games together. I'd love to see you guys in chat. But guys, like I said, that about does it for the video. I will catch you in the next one. We got plenty more content coming to the channel for the next month or so. I'll see you guys in the next one. Whiteshadow out.